What up though? Ready and Lawn Maintenance. And you know, we back out here the day after 2.5 days of rain. And say a day or two before. A couple of days, well, I say, 2 or 3 days before the rain. I had a video. I guess I put this video out, and it was of a customer who it was a new customer, and she was a referral. Now, this particular home that we're doing today is the actual person that referred her to me. I've been doing this yard since about 2017. Yeah, it's been about 7-8 seasons. And I mean, I've done different kind of work on this yard. The edges were trenched and pushed all the way back. You know what I'm saying? I let them grow out so they edge upright. I think I may have mentioned that before in another video, but although I'm showing just that one front yard, I'm actually cutting three houses all together. They right in a row. So we're gonna do that, and that's it, man. I mean, we're gonna do that, and hopefully we'll have something to talk about. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do this, and let's keep it moving, because it's gonna be a pretty busy week, pretty busy weekend rather, because like I said, rain for the past 2.5 days. So let's get out here and get this money. So I guess you could say this is probably one of my favorite yards. I don't know if you watch the videos or whatever, you'll notice that this is probably a yard that I use heavily. This customer been with me since 2017. Yeah, 2017, and it's crazy how I acquired this customer. I was cutting next door for a friend of mine. You know, I went to school with him, been knowing him for 30 years, or probably longer than that, but I was cutting his grass, and you know, she had somebody, and unfortunately, that first season that I cut for my buddy, you know, after that season was over, her guy, passed away. You know what I'm saying? And then the following season, she asked me about it, and how I took her on as a customer, and been with her ever since. And you know, she's always been really proud of her yard and how nice her grass look and everything. She gets it treated. Problem was, when I first started, and you know, it's a problem with a lot of the yards that I acquired back in the early days. But you know, it was the trenches. When back in the days when guys in our area used to cut grass and they would edge the grass, they would trench the edges. They would trench them so deep that they wouldn't have to edge the yard for, you know, a couple of cuts, you know. And you know, I guess it was easier on them doing it so they wouldn't have to edge, but to me it looked terrible. I don't like it. I never have. And when I started here, that was the issue here, just like many other ones. And you know, instead of letting it grow back, I would just clean it up. You know, just keep cleaning it up. But problem with that, the more you clean it up, the more you push the edge back. So, you know, to me, like I said, it looked terrible, so it started looking even worse. So, a few years back, I just got tired of, you know, trying to clean up everybody's edge, and I just started letting them all grow to the concrete, all of them, as much as they could. This yard, oh man, to me it's a beautiful yard. It looks really good when you cut it. And this part right here that I'm cutting right now, those edges were pushed all the way back. It was terribly trenched, and it took a little while, a season and a half, maybe 2 seasons for them to fully grow back. And now I gotta kind of be careful not to push it back too far because of the way they trenched it. But I'm kind of going through that with a few of the properties that I have, and any new properties that I acquire. If it's like that, then I take it upon myself to let it grow. I let them know, hey, it might look a little funky for a little while, but I'm letting them edges grow. I don't know, it's a little pet peeve of mine. I like to see the grass go all the way to the concrete, and edged up to the concrete. It looks really clean. So, but that's one little issue that I was dealing with this property. Other than that, she is happy with her yard. She loved, to see her yard after I cut it. So, and that takes me to the referral. The last video that I did was actually a referral from this property, and she sends me a lot of referrals. So I go easy on her when it comes to payment. Not easy, but I go easy on her because she has referred me to several different people, because she knows a lot of people and a lot of people in the area. So that last video was thanks to the owner of this house, because she referred me to that property. And from what I can tell, that seems like that's going to be a long-term customer. She was very satisfied with her yard. So, and that's my goal, is to just do really well with customer retention. Figuring out how to keep a customer, and it's really not that hard. When you start talking and telling customers about why you doing this, and letting them know your plans, and a lot of the times that's how you get chose. It's not what you do, is why you do it. You gotta have a strong why, for people to believe in order for them to support you. And that's pretty much how I get my customers, is not by the quality of my work. Even though the quality of my work, in my opinion, is pretty good, I keep or retain customers through my why, because it's not fake. The energy is real, and if it's a real energy, a lot of times people can feel it, and that's how I find my ideal customer, because they buy into why I'm doing this. And the work is good too. So most of my customers have been around for 5+ years, maybe 6 or 7, since I returned to Michigan in 2016 and started back up with lawn maintenance. Most of my customers have been with me since then. So it always start off the same way. Maybe they just see me as somebody cutting the grass, but once we talk and we develop a relationship and they see why I'm doing this, then I normally keep them around, and I got some really good customers. They've put up with some of the bad times, and I've dealt with some of their issues too. So it's been a really good fit, especially this property. It's been a really good fit, and that's how I find my ideal customer. I find something about their yard that I like, I weed them out as far as, different criteria that I have, and then I let them know why I'm doing this. And normally they stick around. So I'm not gonna talk y'all to death, man. I wanted to get some words in, and just let y'all know, what's going on here, how I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking about when I'm doing stuff like this. Just trying to keep the movement moving. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I appreciate y'all sitting back, kicking it with me, and watching me work. So. we see we did this yard, right? Just the front yard looked kind of good, real good. This the yard we just did. But while was cutting this yard, I actually also cut right here. Just didn't record it, y'all. Then I cut right here too. All three. Just felt like, giving y'all an up close and personal on this one. Okay, y'all, that's it. We done. We knocked the 3 out. Recorded the 1. Y'all got to see the front yard here. And we got to talk about a couple of things, about the edges, how these edges was trenched. They was pushed all the way back. I let them grow. It still got a little work to do, but I let them grow. And every year they come back a little stronger. The particular yard we just recorded and we just did, those edges are pretty much all grown out. I'm letting the front grow now. The very front curve it's been pushed back, so we're gonna, at one point, I used to just clean it up and make it look good. I wasn't concerned with letting it grow out, and about 3 seasons ago, I just started letting these edges grow out so they look a little bit better, so they go to the concrete versus, but yeah, we on that type of time, man, and I gotta go, man. It's one of them days. It's a little busy. I just want to give an update. Thank all of the subscribers that have been subscribing lately, and say what up though to everybody that keep constantly tapping in. Don't gotta say no names because y'all know exactly who y'all are. I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate the thumbs up, the likes, the comments. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it all. I appreciate people tapping in and letting me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, man. I appreciate that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep moving on this journey to building this lawn care and lawn maintenance business, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have it documented. So, but until the next time,